Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in my channel, The Dragon Emperor. And today we are going to be doing I'm making a different sort of video. I'm actually making a video on secret features, additions, or changes that were made in 1.0 or 0.17.0. Now, I've been away for quite a while, in 3 months, so 0.16 passed, I never got to check it out. So I'm not sure what they added then and what they've added now. So some of the 0.16 features may be here and maybe even before that, but trust me, some of these are really cool and you most probably will know all of them. If you do, then I'll be really surprised because I took a lot of time and effort to gather all of these secret features and like build them. So it took me a lot of time and effort, so I really hope you are gonna enjoy this video, and let's get started. So the first feature I actually found by an accident, and that was the armor kind of equipping. So I'm not sure if you guys are gonna find this out, but you can actually equip armor without going to your inventory. As long as it's there on your hotbar, you can do it. So if you look at me, I'm not wearing any armor. There you go, I'm not wearing any armor. So all I gotta do is just hold it like that. Oh, not break anything, just hold it and click on the screen without touching any of the buttons, and I'm actually gonna start wearing the armor. And if I'm in survival, it actually goes on and vanishes from my hotbar, so that's proof. So I'm not wearing any armor, as you can see. I'm just gonna hold on the screen, and there you go, I wore my helmet. You can look at the top left corner and you can actually see my armor bar. So as I put it on, you can tell that I'm wearing it, and you didn't see any change there because the Elytra doesn't have any armor bars. But yeah, there we go. The next feature is to do with the Elytra. So if you guys didn't know, the Elytra can break, and if you use it a lot, it will turn from this to this. It's kind of sad to be honest, but yeah, it turns into that. So if you want to preserve it for longer, you can actually enchant it. Now it's not that easy. You can't use a normal enchantment table and enchant it. You're not able to do that. So you need to go like fishing or something in survival and gather any unbreaking book and then use an anvil. And that way you can actually enchant the Elytra so that you can get it. I'm in survival, so I don't have any experience levels. If I just change to creative, there we go, I can now enchant my Elytra, and it actually looks really cool, especially when you put it on. So there we go, it's enchanted and I can put it on, and as you can see, it's shining right over there. This feature is actually kind of boring, the next one. So it's not that great, it's not that much of a discovery. Before, this item over here used to be called steak, but now it's been renamed to be called cooked beef. Yeah, that's literally it. Steak has been renamed to cooked beef, and that's just about it. So this is kind of a lousy secret feature, but I don't know when they changed it, but it's been changed, so I just decided to add it in. This feature, I have no idea when they did it either, but this is kind of cool. So before enchanted golden apples, when you used to eat them, you actually used to get 2 extra health, or that were in yellow called absorption health. So the top left corner of the screen, you can see my red hearts. I'd also get 2 extra hearts and regeneration resistance and fire resistance. I have no idea when they changed it, but now when you eat enchanted golden apples, you actually have way more absorption health just like that, and the same buffs, I guess. Maybe the regeneration is a bit slower, but this is how it is in 1.9 and any future updates on the PC like 1.11. So yeah, that's kind of a small feature, but they've changed it. I have no idea when, and yeah, that's a change. So this feature is actually even more boring. So it's about the chat. So before, you could not scroll up and down. So if you're like in a server, you miss something, you can't read it. But now you can actually scroll your chat as much as you want to, and you can read as many I guess messages that you didn't read. So yeah, it's kind of boring, but yeah, that is a feature. And this one is about milk. I kind of kept these together so I can get on the good stuff next. So in milk, as you can see, I have these buffs to my right, but before, if you wanted to get rid of these buffs in creative, you had to wait for them to get over, or you had to change to survival to get rid of them. And in the very early updates of Minecraft, like 0.8.1, you couldn't do that. You couldn't change your world from creative to survival, so there's no way to get rid of a buff. But however, now with milk, you can actually drink it inside in creative. You don't have to change to survival. As you can see, I'm drinking the milk and I've finished it. So my buffs are gone. I can drink as much milk as I want to, regardless of what the effect is. I can splash myself. I have the effect. but now when I drink milk, it's gone. And you can now do that in creative. So yeah, that's one of the features that they added this update. I'm pretty sure they added in 1.0. This is a feature which I'm pretty sure very few of you guys are probably going to know, and it's very hidden. I have no idea when they added it, but it's really cool and very less people know it. So about this feature, it's about maps and all that. So I actually kind of figured it out when I would do the new UI. So as you can see, I now have a classic UI and a pocket UI. So if I'm in a pocket UI, this is my inventory and all that. You can see it. So if you didn't know that, this is, I guess, a secret feature, but it's not common. A lot of people know it. So you can change from pocket to classic. Now the reason why I'm talking about in classic is this is a normal map, right? So I'm just gonna take a map, I'm gonna create it, and as you can see, I have a map. So this is a normal map, and if I were in the pocket UI, I'm just gonna change it really quickly. This is all you get to see, just a map. When you open your inventory, all you see is a map. There's nothing great about it. But what I realized is, and how exactly I found this out was, I was in the classic UI, and when I held it, this is what I read. So it said map, a bunch of numbers, -257, and then display markers no, scaling at 1:1, and level 0/4. So I was like, wait, what is that? So I did some research and I found out. So you can actually take a compass, and when I place it inside an anvil, so this is a normal map, you can see display markers no, I'm placing it in there. You can then take a compass, even one will do. I'm just gonna take one, I guess. It's a lot tougher with this, so I'm just taking one. Yeah, I'm just taking one, and as you can see, I now get a new map, and it says display markers yes. So what this does is, as you can see now, it actually shows where I am. It doesn't show my coordinates because this is an infinite world, but there you go, it does show exactly where I am. So this is an incredible secret feature that very few people know about, and that was only a small part of it. So you can see it says display markers, but still level 0/4. So what does that mean? So if I just take another map and create it, now it's the same thing, no markers, nothing. So I'm just gonna take all this paper and I'm gonna spread it out into like 8 slots, just like that. So as you can see, I now have 8. So if I take a crafting table, which I left over here in this chest, and I placed it down right here, or anywhere in the world, you can now take that map and surround it with 8 pieces of paper, just like that, and it now gets upgraded to a new map. As you can see, it now says level 1/4, and unlike this one that says level 0/4. So what has changed is this thing measures 1:1, that is, it can fit 128 blocks into 128 blocks. But this, which is now level 1/4, fits 256 blocks on 256 blocks. So as you can see, it's much zoomed out. Okay, look at them. This is the map with 0/4, and this is with 1:4. So you can obviously tell that it's different now, and it's been more zoomed out. I can just go across the world and show you a bit more. So now it has my marker, and if I fly in this direction, more of the map is being loaded, and this is what I mean by it's more zoomed out. So you can upgrade this not how many other times, but 4 times to a maximum of 2048 by 2048. So that's level 1/4. I can take another 8 paper and I can surround it like that. I can. There we go. It's now 2/4, and it's even bigger now, or even more zoomed out now. I can do it even further. So from 2/4, I can take even more paper. That is 8 paper. It's now 3/4, and now it is 4/4. So this is a really secret feature that very few people know. As you can see, the whole island is just in just one kind of dot in the map. So the more I cover, even though the more I'm traveling, very little is being covered, because this whole thing can fit 2048 blocks, which makes it a really big map. So that's a feature, but very few people know about it. So yeah, you can thank me for that. This feature is to do with shulkers. So if I just quickly change it out of peaceful, I'll tell you why in a moment. So I'm now in normal, and I take these dice. So you probably you may or may not know this, because I read this on the Wikipedia. There is a Wikipedia for Minecraft. It's not exactly official, but there is. So you can actually dye if you hold the deck the way you dye a sheep. So that way you can change the color of the shulker like this. But what I really want to tell you is another feature where shulkers are actually one of the 2 mobs that do not vanish on peaceful. So as you can see, I'm on peaceful, but the shulker is there. The other mob is the ender dragon, and I'm talking about mobs that attack you, not polar bears because they don't attack. They're kind of semi-neutral, but these shulkers and ender dragons, they do not. Both of these mobs do not vanish when peaceful, but the shulker has a different feature. It does not attack you when you're in survival and in peaceful. It's not going to shoot me. Nothing's going to happen to me. I can hit him. He's not going to do anything to me at all. He's going to be calm because it's in peaceful. Once I change it out of peaceful, he will try attacking me. As you can see, I'm changing it easy. He's going to start shooting me. There you go. That's exactly what I meant. So that was just one of the features which you guys, it's not that important, but yeah, that is something about the shulkers. And this one is this is actually added ages ago when enchanted books were first added to Minecraft. So I'm just going to change to survival again. So as you can see, I have a bunch of bookshelves. Now when I place them down, they're obviously bookshelves and I can break them, but when I break them I actually get the books and not the bookshelf itself, which is kind of sad. And the reason why is you need silk touch to actually get it back. So if you ever do go fishing, you can actually get enchanted books and you can get the silk touch book. So with this book, if you do not have the levels to enchant like a sword, shears, a shovel or an axe with the silk touch, you can still keep the book as the book and it will still work. This happens for almost every single enchanted book. I'm not sure about all, but pretty much all. So as long as I'm breaking the bookshelf with silk touch, I'm still gonna get the bookshelf back just like that, unlike when I break it normally. So I don't have to enchant an axe with silk touch to make sure I get this. I can just break it with the book and it will still work as how silk touch works. Now I'm done with all these features and or additions, and this is, I'm pretty sure, was added in 1.0 because you need the new UI to do this. So as you can see, I have two elytras, and these are both broken. So what I can do is I can open my inventory just like this and place them in my 2x2 crafting slot together, and they are going to join, you can call them join, and the durability is now increased. So I now have a much better elytra rather than two broken elytras. So that was something added in 1.0 or 0.17.0. This one you probably can already guess as it was written in the patch notes. So if you don't know where the patch notes is, you can go to profile and then open patch notes, and it says it right here, 256 world height. So it was now changed, so you can now build up to 256 blocks. Before it was only to 128 blocks, and if you go above that, it used to tell you a message, the height limit for building blocks is 128 blocks. But now it is different because when I built to the world height, it now tells me the world height for building blocks is 256 blocks and no longer 128 blocks. And as you can see, we're much higher than usual, and I'm able to place blocks this high. So I'm just going to assume I'm placing a bookshelf, and that's exactly what it tells me. Height limit for building is 256 blocks. So that is another change that they have added. Now this feature, it's an addition rather, not a secret feature. So if you play survival, you most probably figure it out. It's to do with walking or swimming in water. So before, when you used to move forward, you'd automatically move up. As you can see, I'm clicking the forward button. I'm still sinking, but I'm moving forward. If you want to move up, you have to click your jump button, and only then will you stay floating up. So this is how it works in Xbox, and this is what is now working in Pocket Edition. So if I want to stay in one place, I can just hold the jump button, and to move forward, right, left, or backwards, I'm going to have to use the buttons for moving in those respective directions. And the last one, it wasn't discovered by me, it was discovered by my brother. I don't know how he knows this, but it's really cool, and it's to do with the end. So I'm just going to enter the end, and I'm going to kill the ender dragon, but I'm going to do this in a much easier way. I'm not going to spend all that time like breaking destroying the beacons, and then like after that I got to kill the ender dragon. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to use the slash command to do it. And for some reason, I think my game has crashed, so I'll be right back. Try number 2, hopefully I'll make it to the end this time safely without crashing. Is it gonna work? Yes, thank God, I got scared for a second. So as you can see, the ender dragon is still here and all the beacons are there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a very simple command, that is slash kill, at E, and that will kill all entities except me because I'm in creative and I cannot die in creative anymore. So that's a change they made too. So as you can see, it's dead. There's no Ender Dragon. So this is the way to revive the Ender Dragon in survival. So in 1.9 is you can make a creeper face, but in Pocket Edition, what you can do is you can actually craft end crystals. So you require like glass and I think like ender eyes or something. So once you craft them, you need to make 4 of these and place them in 4 different four corners, these particular 4 corners, and look what happens. They all go toward the top just like that, and then once they finish that, they're all gonna go to each different beacon, and once they revive all the beacons are now going to point to the top just like that, as you can see these are doing it. And once these all of these beacons power to the top, these ones get destroyed and the ender dragon is now brought back to life. So that is like one of the coolest features I've seen. I can't believe Mojang did this. It's really cool. There it is, the ender dragon's back to life, so you can actually fight the ender dragon as many times as you like. Did the dragon just move all the way there? Looks the explosion, doesn't matter. Whoa, the ender dragon hit me. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took me a lot of time to make it and like figure out everything. So hopefully and like learn something new at least about like the way to revive the ender dragon or the map features. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye guys.